Welcome to another episode of Royal Rumble. Please stand by for the upcoming fight. This time, the Lizardmen facing up against the High Elves.
So welcome to another episode of Royal Rumble and thank you for tuning in. This time I'm playing with the Lizardmen and I'm facing up against the High Elves. I cannot say a lot about this matchup. I'm not sure about this, but I think Lizardmen overall are quite good. In my opinion, the best faction with the Dark Elves. I think Dark Elves on the first place and the Lizardmen on the second, but I'm not sure, as I said. So directly go to my army composition over here. No long introduction. I have Skink cohort in the front line. I thought I have to bring a huge army amount because all high elf infantry units are very elite and very expensive. So I thought it's okay that when I can outnumber them or outnumber the high elf player. So I brought the Skink cohort. Of course, this unit is incredible. The stats are very bad, or it's quite useless. But I think you can bring a lot of them, and it's, as I said, it's possible to outnumber the enemy, and they can block, and they can hold on till your more high elite units will come to the front line. That was my plan. Then I have 3 of these guys, Feral Bastiladon, and I noticed they are restricted. So you can only take 3, because I thought they are so cheap. They are just 700 credits. For these guys, they're causing armor piercing amount, a lot of armor piercing over here. You can see 250 damage. Armor piercing amount of that is 160. 140 armor, that's incredible. The stats are so good. And as I said, they are just for 700. So I brought 3 in all my games, cause I think they are so good, their performance is so good, they are so cheap. But as I said, they are restricted, you can only bring 3. Then we have Saurus Warriors with shields, also low tier infantry unit, or mid-range, I would say. But I noticed the armor, it doesn't show up over here, but the armor piercing amount is quite okay, so they have 18. So they should be fine. Of course, the performance will be not the best against heavily armored high elf units, but as I said, the armor piercing amount is quite good, and I give that a try. I have 2 of these Saurus Warriors with shield. In the backline, I have Temple Guard, of course, armor piercing high elite. Infantry unit of the Lizardman. Very good stats over here. Heavily armored, weapon strength, armor piercing amount 30. Very good. Nothing more to say about that. You have to bring them against high elves because you have to get through the armor. Then I have Lord Master Mundi on this Stegodon. I'm not sure. What's the name? Asian Stegodon, I think. And I brought him with Net of Amnitalk, classical, harmonic convergence. That increases the melee attack and the melee defense, and ruination of cities. And cold-blooded over here, but this is an ability, I think, regeneration. So he's a very mighty caster, and on this Stegodon he's also quite strong in melee combat. You can see that. So he's very heavily armored, 150. The melee stats, melee attack is not so much, but the melee defense is very high, and the weapon strength is also very high. You can see that. Armor piercing amount of 300. Very good on the Stegodon, very mighty. Okay, in this game I brought 2 Feral Bastodons and 1 Bastiladon with the solar engine, because I thought it's very good for sniping out enemy dragons, because as all of you know, the High Elves have a really good air force, and I have nothing to deal with that. So I thought a Bastiladon with the solar engine can snipe out enemy phoenixes and dragons really fast. That was the reason why I brought 1 of these guys. It's also not really expensive, I think 1,000 or stuff. Then we have Saurus Warriors again, okay. Another Bastiladon, Temple Guard. Yeah, that's it, I think. Temple Guard, I think let me take a look and let's stop over here. So we have Temple Guard in the back line, 3 units. As I said, Sun Spears over here, Saurus Spears. I think I had a little bit money left, so I took these guys. Saurus Warriors with Shield, and the front line with Skin Cord, as I said, and Fair Bastillodon. As you know from my Norscan battle casts, maybe I like it to bring a, in some cases, to bring a weak front line with monsters behind that. So in some cases that will work. We will see how this works out over here. So let's go to my opponent. Let's stop over here. Let's go. He has a Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, some artillery, Phoenix Guard, I think very elite infantry, armor piercing amount, anti-large bonus. I think it's very good against the Lizardmen because all these dinosaurs and stuff, these guys perform really good. I think there are 2 types. So they are armor piercing, high tier elite infantry with anti-infantry bonus, and these guys with anti-large bonus. So I think the anti-large is about 1,300 and the anti-infantry 1,200. Then we go to the front line. We have Swords Masters of Ho. I think every unit of the High Elves has armor piercing, I think. So every infantry unit, very elite infantry overall. Then we have Lothern Sea Guard. These guys can protect themselves because they have spears, so also good, very good melee defense, melee stats overall, or defense stats. Let me say it like this. But they're also very expensive. I think 650. So they are archers, missile infantry, but they can protect themselves. You haven't. I also like to play it with them because you don't have to pay attention to them or the game because they can protect themselves really well. Then we have another group, Swords Masters of Ho again. We have a Lore Master of Ho, also focusing out enemy heroes, of course. Also Spellcaster, but he also causing armor piercing, anti-infantry bonus, a lot of damage. Very good for focusing out large units. Also the Stegadon, and because it's also he's on foot, so all my anti-large bonus will not trigger. Also very good over here, so it's very good to compete against the dinosaurs. Again, a lot of Sword Masters of Ho. I think that was everything. So very elite and small infantry. So let us start over here. As you can see, a cast goes down. I think this is the Net of Emditok, because he stayed in the front line over here with his Lothern Sea Guard. Yeah, with his Lothern Sea Guard. And now I would like to fix him over here, because he would like to go behind his front line over here. And I would like to protect this, or I would like to make them stick to hold them in the front line, that I can also damage them in my charge in. So let us see. You can see that. So Net of Emditok, always very mighty spell. So as I said, these little guys over here, they're causing the amount of damage they cause is nearly zero, because they cannot pierce the armor, cannot get through the heavily armored high elf units. But as I said, my plan was to bring also here the Temple Guard now and the Bastillodons in the front line, so to hold on. You can see here the Bastillodon is now in the front line and fighting against the this elite infantry over here. Let's take a look. The Swords Master of Ho. Also brought my Stegadon or the Master Mundi in melee combat, because it's causing a lot of damage, as I said, on this Stegadon. So here a little fight goes on over here. Cast over here. So this was ruination of cities, but I think I hit the Lothern Shield Guard, but it was, I'm not sure, it was not a good cast. And it's always random, as you all of you know. It goes every time in different directions, so it's not, you cannot control it. Now these little guys, the skin cohort, route really fast, but they also come back really fast, so that's really good because they are still quite healthy. You can see here, it's not so good for me because these Phoenix guard is so good. The performances, they hold on so long, they hold the line so long. You can see that. A melee defense of 52, the stats overall are huge. It was also not good for my Feral Bastodon to fight them because they are designed to kill our unit like this over here. Very good of my opponent to bring these guys. So I sent the Bastillodon over here in the back line to the Lord and Seaguard, but it was also not a good decision to do that because as I said, they can protect themselves and they have a charge defense against large foes and the anti-large bonus. So a very big mistake of mine to send this Feral Bastillodon in this group of Lord and Seaguard. You can see this is really good. I like this. To bring missile infantry that is also really good in combat. Of course it's expensive, but in my opinion very good. I like this. So you can see you don't have to protect them. They can protect themselves. Of course, we have also here a group of Saurus Warriors in here. And these Saurus Warriors should perform quite good in my opinion. We have some fights going on. A real little spot. I was not able to break through. I have here this fight going on, and it was very difficult for me to handle it with these Phoenix Guard because they are so elite, they are so strong. I think overall I was managing to go through the middle or to kill everything in the middle. I won this fight over here, but the other spots were very difficult to handle. And as you can see, I'm not sure how it's spelled over here, or how it's out of control. Yeah. So we have this, as all of you know, this Lizardmen get out of control after a time, so you cannot control them anymore, and they do what they want. So it's really it's crazy. So it's really difficult. You can do nothing, anything. So if they also, I think, run after a routing unit. So if you are lucky, they are fighting the right unit, but if you are not, they are run after some units. And you can see here my Temple Guard, really exciting fight over here. My Temple Guard is fighting his Swordsman of Hoth, but his Swordsman of Hoth are these are the guys with the anti-infantry. Here we have it. They are better than the Temple Guard, so it's very difficult for the Lizardmen to break through or to get through the armor. So in my opinion, it's more you have to outnumber the enemy and to crush it with dinosaurs. I think the dinosaurs can make the difference, because you cannot compete with your infantry against high elf infantry. It's my opinion, because the armor piercing amount is very low. Also, Temple Guard is not good enough to compete against these guys. A ruination of cities going down over here, and you can see now they get terrorized and they're shaking, but it took such a long time. You can see it's they make 127 kills. Incredible. So very elite unit, and very strong over here. I like that. But also my Feral Bastillodon is still online. So I finally managed it to clean everything up on this side. Over here you can see everything routes, but it's not over. Also here, this these guys, the Swordsmasters of Foe, won against my Temple Guard completely. So I think there is no 3 units left. Also his Lord, I think I forgot this to introduce in the beginning. His Lord Tyrion, melee expert, very heavily armored, a lot of damage, strength, yeah, very huge weapon strength. Also is very healthy. But I'm not sure. I think he can compete quite well, or he can, compete quite well against this Lord Master Mundi on the Stegodon. So he damaged me very much. But you can see the Bastillodons, I like them. Also this guy with the laser on it, on the top, very good over here. You chase them out or get after him. Some Northern Sea Guards are still shooting in the front line on my units. But I think they have no significant amount of armor piercing, in my opinion. So it's very difficult for them to get through the armor of these dinosaurs. So the missile damage, armor piercing amount is 4. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. But I also brought them in one game against Lizardmen, and I noticed that it's not so easy to snipe out these dinosaurs. The amount of armor piercing is not enough. See, they rage. So I'm out of control. Tyrion's still online, really healthy over here. But overall, I think it's quite over here. You can see it's very low on health, and that's it. So as I said, I'm not sure. So very small army of my high elf, typically of my high elf opponent Ray K. Thank you for the match. It was really exciting, really good. The performance of every infantry unit itself is really good. I also don't think that the high elves are so bad. The performance is bad. I can hear that in other channels or also in message boards. That most of them, it might be right that the high elves they have not so much tools to handle it with the opponents, so they have only high tier infantry and some flying monsters, and that's it, or the archers. So you have always the same type of play. But I think they are quite strong. So they are really able to handle it with the Lizardmen, also with Dark Elves, my opinion. So they are not bad at all. You can see these guys over here, very good over here. 133 kills. As I said, the skin cohort, maybe you can leave that out. But as I said, I'm using them as blocker. Then the Bastillodons came through the front line. But as you can see, the best performance was from the Temple Guards and also from the Saurus Warriors. You can see that. Incredible over here. 103 kills. As I said, these doesn't show up in the text that they make armor piercing amount, but they have a quite significant armor piercing amount. I can recommend that. So they're really good, these guys. So thank you for tuning in, and see you on the next Royal Rumble, and have a nice day, a nice evening, and see you. Thank you.